Percy is a lively green tank engine who can often play jokes on the bigger engines when they least expect it. Henry was going to deliver the flying kipper around the island, but then something strange happened to Henry's train. But it wasn't just the big engines that he played pranks on. He also played pranks on the diesels when they weren't expecting it. Bert was having a rest near a siding when Ariel rolled up next to him. He wasn't happy about something. But since that day, Percy always played pranks on the engines and always made them laugh. 1 week later, after he stopped pulling pranks on the others, Percy was having a chat with Toby before he left for work. He looked worried about something. Later that night, at the ironworks, Percy attempted to sneak up on Ari and Bert for what they did to him earlier. The next morning, Percy woke up in a strange yard that he had never been before. But it was very quiet, and there was no one nearby to hear him. But it was still quiet for anyone to hear Percy. Meanwhile, at the sheds, the engines were talking about random stuff. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Toby rushed in to see them, and they all left for the abandoned scrapyard. Meanwhile, at the abandoned scrapyard, the scrapper, also known as Scrappy, came with a lighter, and he was going to light it on Percy. Just as he said that, Thomas Duck and Gordon rushed into the scrapyard and could see Scrappy with the lighter, which was about to lit on top of Percy. When Percy was rescued from Scrappy, there was just so happened to be a hose and fire hydrant nearby. So they decided to wash Percy down until he sparkled from his dome to his wheels. At the ironworks, Thomas was having a talk with Ari and Bert. And so Ari and Bert learned that whenever a trick is played on them, it doesn't mean that they have to be so violent and spooky to them ever again. Just in case, though.